Hysteria was, I suppose, an inevitable consequence of such a divisive election, closing the book, by and large, the divisive issue of Brexit. It has not been in short supply, from the protest marches of Friday night to various cries of dictator from people who should know much, much better. In Scotland, we would be well served by dialing it down, for the focus is, once again, about to shift north. Brexit, if not done, is certainly now decided. The government will do what the people asked it to do nearly 4 years ago, and leave the EU. That's good. I voted Remain, but I lost, and in a democracy you must allow the winners to win. How do we relate that concept of mandate, of democracy, to Scotland and to independence? That is the question which we will now wrestle with as Scots over the next 18 months, and quite probably for years thereafter, with the attention of the UK and the world on us. The discussion has begun. It began at 10:01 p.m. on Thursday night after the exit poll predicted another surge towards the SNP. Inevitably, the SNP claimed a mandate for INDIAF 2. It was the 4th time such a mandate had been claimed since the 2014 independence referendum. The first was in 2015, after the SNP's 56-seat landslide. The second was in June 2016. After the UK's Brexit vote fulfilled the SNP's manifesto criteria of Scotland being taken out of the EU against its will. The third was after the party won the 2017 general election, and this was the fourth. Opposing, the Tories, of course, claimed that no such mandate exists. They cite various reasons, principally that in this election many SNP candidates expressly said a vote for them was not a vote for INDIAF 2 and that the SNP's campaign slogan was Stop Brexit, as well as the old favourite, that the 2014 independence referendum was claimed by the SNP at the time to be once in a generation. The reality, political and democratic, lies somewhere in between these competing claims. The strongest of all the SNP's claimed mandates is, in fact, the one which emanated from the combination of the 2016 Holyrood election and the Brexit referendum. The manifesto called for a second referendum in the event of certain circumstances and specifically cited the circumstance of the UK voting to leave the EU with Scotland voting to remain. I take the view that this qualifies as a mandate, but I accept that it is not so clear as to be inarguable. It was by definition caveated, and its electoral endorsement is partly tied to a contorted pledge in the Green Manifesto which, as far as it is understandable, has probably not been met. The Tories, too, have a point. Whilst their once-in-a-generation argument is bogus, the circumstances of 2014 are so different to now that it carries no democratic relevance, even if some think it has an ethical one. The argument that last Thursday's election. For more on this story, visit the news article link.